All right. Looks like we have a different kind of video today. We are gonna be recording while I'm running. So I'm actually at work right now and super dead at work. So why not get some laps in? Yesterday I had said that I was gonna do my long run. I did not do the long run. Because I was supposed to do the long run this morning, but guess who did not wake up with enough time to do a long run? After I keep saying I need to wake up, need to be more diligent about waking up on time or in time for a run. So it is a downtime at work. So I'm the only one here and there's enough space for me to do some laps. So I've been doing some laps. Will I do a long run? Maybe. Right now, I've been in it for about 23 minutes, just going around in circles. Every 10 minutes, I go the other way, give my joints enough time to recover, so that way I'm not turning on the same foot every single time, and then it starts to burn, starts to hurt, and we just don't want that. We want to keep this going. So I've been watching some videos on, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm switching up the workouts where I'm doing more long jump kind of workout, long jump, triple jump, hurdles, that kind of stuff. And looks like the way that my muscles work at the moment, because I have a weightlifting background, is that they're good at absorbing the muscle, where you have a and excuse me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, I'm still getting used to this. You have the kind of isolation where you're going against an immovable force kind of thing. So something similar to that would be you going leaning up against the wall, or and you're trying to like push the wall. So like the wall won't go anywhere, but you're still creating that force in your legs, where that sort of effort would drive the nervous system to also withstand the load. And then there is the opposite, where let's say you're in a lunge and you stop midway in the lunge and you have some weights, so you're resisting gravity, and that's a different sort of muscle group, that not really muscle group, but nervous system that you're also doing as well. So the difference between you have a squat rack and you have like 1,000 pounds on the bar and you're trying to lift it up and you really can't lift it up. That's a form. And then another way is if you're doing a squat, or maybe like just a bar, and you stop about midway and you're holding that position for about 10, 20, 30 seconds. My arm is getting tired. So definitely working on that. But with the calves and the soleus, a lot of the lower leg kind of stuff, ankles, feet, all that stuff needs to be worked on, because I'm used to stationary, planting your feet and lifting up. And with running is a whole different kind of component, where you really just need to only lift a little bit more than your body weight, just a lot of times. So you need to just create that fatigue resistance sort of body where you could keep going. And that's what I'm gonna be aiming to do. We're gonna we're going to be doing a lot of movements where it's light touches on the ground. So how fast can you get back up off the ground as soon as you touch it? So like pogos, that kind of stuff. Try to floor is lava kind of mindset. Also, like, you want to do some depth jumps where maybe you're up 6 inches off the ground, a foot off the ground, 2 feet off the ground. You drop down, burst up, that kind of stuff needs to happen. Some what's it called? Broad jumps, lunges, not lunges. What's it called? Bounding, that kind of stuff, where it's like you're in running form, but you're really like galloping, kind of thing. All that stuff needs to happen. So I'm still playing around with that, working on that. That's gonna be the workouts that I'm gonna mainly do. I'm gonna play around with it, a little left and right kind of thing. I think everything deserves a periodization sort of mindset with things. But I also think that there needs to be a mastery of certain things as well. So since I'm in the beginning stages of the working out of the running sort of experience, I think it will do me good if I just stick with this one thing, master it, and then maybe invite something new every so often, so that way my body gets a little change. But with running, there's no need for change. Like, it's the same sort of it's the same movement over and over. It really doesn't need to be any change. The only reason why I would change it would be the multi-directional sort of movements where my ankle joints, feet joint, knees, hips and everything, your hips are a ball and socket. So there's muscles in a 360 form around your hips. Your knees is a hinge joint, but it also has lateral medial aspects. Okay, hit the next mile. Lateral medial muscles on the sides of it. And then your ankle, it's also a hinge, but it has 360 muscles around it. So all those need to be worked out. And if you just work in one plane, just going forward, then you come to a race where you're super prepared, you're super excited, and then it's a there and back sort of run, and you hit the curve, and you do one of these curves, and you didn't work on the muscles enough. You might roll your ankle, or you might create a tear or something like that. So we want to make sure that we're good. Also, if you end up wanting to do like an ultra marathon where you're trail running, there's rocks and everything, there's uphills, downhills, there's things that you might need to climb, all this other stuff. We just want to be well-rounded. Not only that, we need to make sure the core is strong. Let's not exclude the upper body as well. Doing some push-ups, some pull-ups and everything like that, just to maintain a full body sort of tone, because you don't want your other muscles to deatrophy, I believe is the word, where they start breaking down and start losing their strength. And so we don't want that. We still want to be good athletes, but we do need to focus on the legs, make sure that they're good. But running is semi full body, because you're swinging your arms, that kind of thing. You want your shoulders relaxed, but there's times where maybe you're sprinting and your back muscles tighten up, your shoulders starts to shrug, and you're really putting all the effort. You might need your arms to drive yourself forward, all this other stuff. Your core has intrinsic muscles that need to be worked out to make sure that everything stays in place. Control your breathing. You don't want to break apart. A lot of the workouts. Oh, I was supposed to turn around. Let me turn around. I'm 2 minutes over the turnaround time, but it's okay. I'll make it up. Yeah. So there's a lot of little things that I want to make sure I do, but the main thing is to make sure I'm getting these miles in, make sure I'm getting that time off feet. I need to calculate what is, and maybe you guys know, I'm gonna calculate, so I don't know if you're lying or not, but I need to calculate 100-mile week. If, just for example, if I'm running at a 10-minute mile pace, how long will that take in hours? Because I'm usually running by time. I'm not really calculating the mileage that I'm accumulating. So if I can get close to the mileage in an hour sort of stance, then I can gauge what I can do. Now that might be 2 hours per 7 days, not per 7 days, but 2 hours a day for 7 days, which is 2, 7, 14 hours. Doable. What's not doable if it's like 40. If that's a full-time job that you're running, that's crazy. So I might be able to do a percentage of that. I might be able to do, I don't know, I could do a little more than half of that. So we can work our way through 20 hours, that kind of thing. We can work our way to all the way up to like 30. And then when it's like marathon bridge time and we're preparing for the marathon, might have to increase it to 35. And then maybe some 40. We're really not doing anything but just running from work. No fun, no playtime or anything, no hanging out. It's just go time. And if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. It's the sacrifices you have to make, which I'm okay with. But another thing that I want to make sure that I'm keen on is I might need to get that diet down. I weighed myself yesterday at the gym, and I was 181. Ooh, that's heavy. You don't see many fast runners weighing that much. They're weighing like 120, that kind of thing. That's really itty bitty, and I don't plan on getting that low, but I do plan on cutting some weight. So I think my ideal weight for my height, I'm 5'8". I think my ideal height, my ideal weight, ideal height, that's funny, would be around 150. So if I can cut 30 pounds, ooh, I think I'm moving and grooving. So I do have 2 years. If I can cut 10 pounds a year and keep it off, kind of thing, change the diet so that way I'm crystal clear on the amount of calories I'm taking in. I think that may be okay. That's one option. Or I can just start working my way down that path where I get to 160 for that could be the goal for this year, get down to 160, which is doable, whole 365 days. Oh, I'm sorry. We're almost done with January. Is the end of the month for next week. This weekend is the end of the month. So got 11 months to lose 20 pounds. I think that's doable, and then keep that in that range and use that as working weight. And then when it's time for the marathons, then I can change the diet. Stuff like that. I'll have to play around with it. that may be more so what I'm leaning on, but it's still going to be an adventure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad you guys are here with me for this, seeing me do running at work. No, I'm serious about this. I'm trying to get the mileage and everything. I won't be able to do this tomorrow because I have coworkers here too, but I'm the only one here at work today. So I can even do some more when I get off of work. But you know, we want the legs to rest. We don't want to break the body or anything like that. So we can definitely make sure we go to sleep on time Monday and Tuesday. Sunday and Monday. So that way in the mornings we can get that workout going, get that run in. We're gonna do one more threshold run before our half marathon, really get the legs moving. Gonna do 8 by 5 minutes, and I think 3 minutes off. 5 minutes on, 3 minutes off. And see, we're probably gonna go at like an 8 or 8:30 pace. I think we'll be able to do the half marathon. That's really what I want to aim for. And that will be maybe like an hour 45, hour 50 minute pace for the half marathon completion. I think I'll be able to tell for the half marathon. I'm gonna try to see if I can pick it up a little bit and really see what I can do. It's just a lot going on. But I'm excited for this. I'm really looking forward to this journey. 9 marathons in 1 year. That's a lot, but I'm all for it. 9 in 1. First one to think about it, first one to do it. I think that would be killer. That would be so killer. I just need to make sure that the other 2 marathons are recognized by the Abbott marathon community, so that way we can get the big medals. Until then, we're just gonna train. Keep going. I would love to complete all 9 marathons sub 3. In order to do that, I need to complete 1 marathon sub 3. I do have 1 marathon listed on the schedule already, which is the Oklahoma Marathon in Oklahoma City, April. So I do have, I got February, March, and then it's the end of April. So I have about 2.5 months to prepare for that. I don't know whether I'm consider creating a marathon block, because that's about 8 weeks right there. That's about 10, 11 weeks out. So, yeah, I think why not? Let's create a marathon block for that. It'll be, let's say 12 to 11 weeks. So this week is gonna be, this upcoming week, I'm gonna do the half marathon, find my pace that I'm gonna be working with, and then I'm gonna extend it to the marathon, and then let's see how well I do for that. Definitely looking forward to it. Yeah. So of course we're gonna be doing day-to-day updates, or as many days as I can updates, so you guys can see this. It's gonna be something magical. It's gonna be something phenomenal. GoFundMe is down in the description. Help me out as much as I can, or help me out as much as you can. It's gonna cost a pretty penny, but we're still gonna get it done. Hopefully we find more people to help us along the way. Hopefully I inspire other people to do it. It'd be nice if I could see you guys along there with me, and you do the marathons with me. And maybe not all of them, but definitely. Well, that'd be cool if you were able to do all of them. But if you can do at least one, find me. We can We can run together. Hopefully you're doing sub 3 as well. We can help each other out. But we definitely, went 2 minutes over again. So, all right, I'm gonna finish up this workout. 42 minutes in. All right, until next time, peace.